Okay, well, welcome back to Tech and Learning Live 2015, direct from Philadelphia. My name is Kevin Hogan. I'm Content Director for Tech and Learning magazine. With me here I have Rick Herman. Rick and I go back a few years, right? Rick is the Director for the public sector for Intel, who is also a sponsor of the Tech and Learning Live site. So I want to thank you guys for that.
Thank you, thanks for having us here.
Put together this experiment. So this has been a day-long rotation of interviews with folks from both the industry as well as practitioners, the teachers themselves, and some experts also from the field. Rick, I pulled off the floor to come in and just give us a little bit of brief rundown of Intel's participation in ISTE, why Intel is at ISTE, as well as some of the cool tech that you have being released.
Yeah, great. I think ISTE is fabulous, right? It is the place to connect with everybody. It is the place to learn. We get to spend time with thought leaders from all over the world here, both from the industry side and as well as the superintendents and instructional technologists. So the ability to connect, the ability to learn, but also the ability to educate, the ability for us to spend time talking about where are the next big things happening in technology. So that's why we want to be here. And as you know, we have an incredibly long history in education that goes all the way back to Intel computer clubhouses, right? When the issue was about access,
right?
And on to professional development, the Intel Teach program, where we've trained 10 million teachers around the globe. An incredible focus on STEM and investments with science and technology search and ISEF around the globe. And it was interesting, the Ignite talk, the first Ignite talk was around diversity, right? And this is an area that Intel is investing in a really, really significant way. Right? We put $300 million most recently into how do we build a better pipeline for tech engineers and a more diverse workforce. So Intel has an incredibly deep history in education in all of these areas. And ISTE is a great place to come and to meet with thought leaders from every part of the ecosystem.
Great.
And share those share those ideas and thoughts.
Yeah. So what's the latest and greatest for this year?
I brought a couple of interesting things. It's been an amazing couple of years of innovation. I go think back to ISTE, during the Great Recession, and then I've seen just how much ISTE has changed since then, and how dynamic it is. And you kind of look out on the floor, and how robust the innovation is that's happening. And for Intel, right, that's where we want to be. We want to be at the heart of a lot of where that innovation is happening with Moore's Law. Here's just a few examples, right? I mean, this is an Intel Compute Stick. This is a complete computer.
Wow.
Right? So, I mean, just go back a couple of years and think about all the tower computers that are sitting in computer labs today. Well, this is a complete computer. This is a quad-core Bay Trail processor, 32 gigs of memory, has a USB port. You plug this in to an HDMI display, and you have a complete computer.
That's amazing.
Right? Amazing, right? Yeah. In terms of what you can do around innovation, especially. I think this is one of the big challenges, right, for decision makers now. There's so much technology out there, right? How do you cut through that complexity? And the things that I hear from superintendents and instructional technologists is, hey, one of the most important decisions we ever make is who do we choose as partners? Right. To sift through all that complexity.
Right.
But the pace of innovation, you kind of look at these kind of things, is just amazing.
Yeah.
A lot of emphasis on STEM and makers. So this is an example of the Intel Galileo board. This is based on an Edison chip. This is for makers.
Okay.
Right? I have a lot of fun. I have a 5-year-old daughter, right? And so I'm teaching my daughter how to program.
Nice.
We can actually go in and I can show her what a development environment looks like, and I can show her, how do you light up switches and things like that. And so I think of this as, and I've been in Intel 25 years, so I've seen this evolution of, tools, and these kind of things really democratize access to innovation.
Right.
The kind of innovations that that Intel is driving. And this is an example. This is a new unit of computing, also another very slim form factor. This has like a Core i3, Core i5, Core i7, very, very high end, right? And look how small this form factor is. And these are all innovations that have, really materialized just in the past 3 years.
Wow.
Right, a lot of it in, Moore's law and what Intel does, kind of at the heart of it. So,
Right.
just a fascinating time
Yeah.
in terms of what's possible. I mean, you kind of look out across the floor and you see the number of LMS and SIS companies that are born in the cloud.
Yes.
Right. I mean, just the pace of innovation is
Yes.
unreal.
Yes.
So
That's
it's a
great.
really exciting time.
Well, thanks for stopping by and showing us that stuff, and appreciate a lot of the insights that you just gave us.
Great. Thanks,
All
Gary.
right, thanks, Rick.
Thank you.